there's a difference between reality and perception sometimes. The reality, let's talk about Lamar Jackson for a second. There's two sides of a coin, but it's still on that one coin. While yes, Lamar Jackson is an incredible runner. Yes, Lamar Jackson is electric and dynamic and one of the better quarterbacks in the league. The perception is he is not able to throw the ball. And you're seeing that because you're starting to see that the perception is starting to take a precedent, or it's starting to be bigger than reality, because if you look at this free agent market, they're not able to acquire any wide receivers. Honestly, they tried to get Juju Smith-Schuster. He went back to Steelers. They tried to get T.Y. Hilton. He went back to the Colts. They haven't been able to attract a wide receiver. And we know that Baltimore's biggest problem is they don't have a wide receiver, like a number one wide receiver. Yeah, you have Hollywood Brown. We're going to see what they're going to do with Dez Bryant, but Dez Bryant isn't a number one anymore. Boykins, no. Here's the thing. Don't let success cloud needs. While Baltimore has been successful, Lamar Jackson's won an MVP. Their offense has been electric since he's gotten there. They made it to the playoffs, even though they lost the first game the first time, and the second game the second time. He was a starter. Don't let success cloud needs. Greg Roman has been stubborn when it comes to change, has been stubborn when it comes to being adaptable. He has not adapted well. There's players that have said that, players both former and present, that have said that Greg Roman still runs the same plays since that he's ran with Cam Newton and what's his name? Colin Kaepernick. This is 2021, and you have Lamar Jackson, and the league is kind of caught up to those type of quarterbacks. Not saying Lamar Jackson's not good, not saying Lamar Jackson's not one of the best, but do not let success cloud needs. Yes, you can be successful in the regular season, and Marcus Spears says this a lot, and I agree with him wholeheartedly. If the Ravens do not develop a passing game, I'm not saying, and this is where I said perception sometimes is different from reality. Lamar Jackson is a good thrower of the football. While he isn't the greatest, and while he does need to improve at throwing the football, Lamar Jackson is still a good thrower of the football. But he does need to develop a better passing game. The Ravens as a whole need to develop a passing game, which means you can't go into free agency and ask wide receivers or look for wide receivers who are good at blocking. First and foremost, I have never, ever heard a recruitment for a wide receiver and say, yo, you need to be really good at blocking. I've never heard that. And the Baltimore Ravens will only be as good as their passing game takes them. I know it sounds crazy because you have Lamar Jackson. You have the whole offense is geared around running the ball. Hell, the last 2 years he's been the starter as a quarterback. They've rushed more than anybody in the league by a country mile. But that catches up with you in the playoffs, which is why they haven't had a lot of playoff success. If they do not improve the passing game, they will not get to the ultimate goal, which is the Super Bowl. Look at every single Super Bowl winner in the past, 15 years. All of them have a top 5 passing game. I'm just saying, all of them have a top 10 passing game. the Ravens are at the bottom 5% every year. Greg Roman, you're gonna have to. I understand you don't want to. Lamar Jackson can throw the ball. He just it's not his first instinct. But he's your franchise quarterback. You have to teach him how to do it because he's not a bad thrower. I've seen this man flick the ball and the jump go 50, 60 yards. So he can throw the ball. It's just you have to work on his accuracy, work on his timing, work on everything you need to work on. But he can throw the ball. But if you do not develop a passing game, you will not succeed. Yes, your defense can be incredible, but if your offense is only relied on running the ball, it makes it easy to defend. And that's why the Ravens are only going to be as successful as their passing game takes them.